I want to address Hannibal Buress. If anybody that knows him and sees him can forward this to him. I wonder, do you sit back at night and wonder what part you played in destroying another black man's legacy, or playing to a stereotype that black men are sexual predators? You basically made it seem like white women or women who use sex to get ahead are completely oblivious or innocent in the matter. When you got on stage and you told the Bill Cosby joke, you did it because you was in his hometown. You you did what a lot of black folks who don't understand responsibility is. You got mad at the wrong person. You got mad at Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby had the audacity as a grandpa. Remind you, Bill Cosby is 81 years old. So Bill Cosby's he's in his 70s when or his late 60s, I should say, when he gave his pound cake speech, as they call it. You have to understand, he lived through an era where black men couldn't do too much of anything, but somehow he used his comedic skill, meaning he used his mind to forge a living. But during that process, he did a lot of first. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have black stuntmen in Hollywood. We wouldn't. If it wasn't for him, a lot of those black directors during the 1970s, they called the black exploitation era, would never been discovered. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even heard of Earth, Wind, and Fire or Mario Van Peebles. Hell, we wouldn't even have New Jack City because Mario's son would have never been able to get in the business and been able to translate and become an actor than a director. There's Richard Pryor even admitted that Bill Cosby was an influence. He even modeled his comedic career after, but still, because of Bill Cosby, Richard Pryor had gained a name, so he was able to experiment with his styles. But you, Hannibal, you want to rub it into Bill Cosby's face because you didn't agree with him lecturing a certain group of black people in our community. The very same black people that you knew that you wouldn't hang around or that you wouldn't have anything to do with. Let's keep it real. Bill Cosby wasn't the first black person to criticize a certain group of black people in our community who seem to just want to get by, who don't want to sacrifice, who don't want to make the tough decisions. They wait for people like you and I to go out there and bust our asses and make sacrifice, then guilt us or take from us. That's who you were mad at Bill Cosby for criticizing. You mean to tell me you like when our women and some of our men lay down and have unprotected sex, produce a child, not responsible for their child? Give these kids these crazy odd names, feminize these black boys, these girly names. You cool with black people going to church on Sunday, foaming at the mouth, raising hell 4 or 5 hours and Monday through Friday or Monday through Saturday, not thinking or not producing? But see, the reason why you like that type of clientele group of people, because you can tell jokes off, you can make fun. You can be one of those companies, yeah, in the black community, we do this, and everybody get chuckles. But if the black community didn't do that, you couldn't tell those jokes. You couldn't make money off that. It just, you're no different than these funeral homes and know that our people can afford these elaborate funerals. Well, and then to come to find out that it don't cost that much to embalm somebody. It doesn't cost that much to bury somebody. But you're taking it for granted because people don't ask questions in our community. See, our people been told no so much. We got to the point we don't even question anything anymore. We just accept it as is. I remember when you was on Windy City Live and how Valerie Warner tried to insult you because you wasn't a South Sider, because she came to Chicago with that belief that anybody living on the West Side is the Mississippi uneducated Negroes that came up here in the 1950s and 60s and 70s. I had defended you then, and I was like, I'm glad he held his ground. But then you turn around a few months later and throw Cosby under the bus. Now, if you don't like Bill Cosby, you could have told some Cosby jokes. But I got a question. Did you tell Michael Richardson joke while you was up there? Did you talk about Stephen Collins from Seven Heaven, who got busted by his ex-wife and he admitted to messing with little girls? Did you tell any Obama jokes? Remember, at that time, Obama had basically ignored the black community, gave us a middle finger. But you went after Bill Cosby. Now, Bill Cosby had just was recently on Arsenio, now defunct Second Chance, it was talk show. And Bill Cosby, Arsenio gave Bill Cosby, and I'm gonna tell you, Arsenio recognized his elders. He gave brother Dick Gregory and Bill Cosby time they show to sit there and speak. And it spooked people because around that time it was announced that he was doing a Netflix special and he's come back to television as this time as a grandpa. Because we always saw Cosby as the boyfriend or the friend or the action star when he did I Spy. A lot of people get Bill Cosby was an action star at one point. Then he became the school gym teacher, Chet Kincaid. The Herky Brewer, you know, if anybody of a certain age and know the reruns, I can't do it. The Herky Brewer song, him and Quincy Jones did. But most people know him as Dr. Heathcliff Huxtable. But y'all forget that Cosby was the one talking about Black History Month, donating millions of dollars to historical black colleges that which a lot of black celebrities give lip service to and don't. You went after him, and then you were rewarded. You were rewarded after a while. Like, wait a minute, this no name comic all of a sudden got Samsung. He's in Samsung commercials. An Asian foreign corporation. I know they got an American market. I know, but still, they got to go through. They corporate headquarters in Asia, wherever they stationed in Asia. Then Marvel come to you and say, "We want you in the next Spider-Man movie." DC Comics wants you voicing the animated stuff. All of a sudden, you pop up in movies. I'm like, wow, they rewarding you. And it was obvious to a lot of black folk. And the brothers and sisters that was against Cosby, they started to pay attention and looking like, wait a minute, hold on. Then after a while, white people stopped admitting your name from, they didn't even mention a comic. They wouldn't even say your name because they knew black folks got hip to it. But then after every now and then when it looked like it wasn't going their way, well, you know, Hannibal Buress is the one that brought it to the attention. I remember the night that the video broke the next day, Tommy Davidson from Living Colors on that show on HuffPost with Dr. Lamont Hill. And they was talking about it, and Tommy was like, I don't know if he should have did that or not. Because Tommy felt on Mark Lamont Hill, he was like, yeah, I'm glad he one of them Negroes that like us. He's the one that went out there and talked shit about Dr. Francis Cress Welsing. See, you knew Hollywood, and this Pharrell said y'all knew black. But y'all forget how y'all got to where you was at. Y'all shit on Jesse Jackson. But remember, Dr. King was assassinated 50 years ago. When Dick Clark tried to make a copy of Soul Train, Soul Unlimited, Jesse went and protested. Jesse and them did the leg work in the 70s and 80s. Because what happened after those studios made the money through the so-called blaxploitation period, they started watering down a lot of these TV shows. Jesse and Al was out there yelling. Mr. Farrakhan was out there getting and calling out the hypocrisies in this country. But y'all make it like, well, my horror got what I was at. No, you did it at the expense of your own people. Telling jokes about your people pain. That's not funny. Playing to these outdated stereotypes, it's not funny. That's why I can't listen to modern day rap. That's why I have to be perfectly honest with you. I have not been a fan of rap since 1989. I'm being honest with you. Oh, there's some songs that got tight beat. There's some rappers that I might listen to, but I'm talking about realists to rap. Motherfucker this, bitch that, money this, money that, kill this, kill that. That's not our people. But you go after one man that would say, look, I may not be perfect, but I don't want that image of my people to be seen. Now your punk ass trying to hide and think that they ain't gonna cut your throat? You should be ashamed, man. You, Don Lemon, Kenan Thompson, Whitmore, what's his name? I forget his first name. The Whitmore dude that thought he was gonna replace Stephen Colbert, keep your bad wife. I said, no, we ain't watching, nigga. The first shows he did was black women talking about black men. He went to the White House correspondence, did the last one, President Obama, and said, what's up, my nigga, to the President of the United States. Like, that's how black men greet each other. I don't greet brothers with what's up, nigga, or that's my nigga. I don't do that because I know my history. I know that word is meant to elicit pain. A lot of my brothers and sisters, young and old, went to their grave hearing that last word, nigger. burnt alive, hung. Oh, y'all that Whoopi Goldberg, Ice Cube shit. We took the word nigger and made it something. No, it's still a slur. Wendy Williams, Jennifer Lewis, Erica Alexander, Jill Scott, D.L. Hughley, y'all sat there and y'all went out and publicly threw Cosby under the bus, but y'all forget how y'all made y'all money. And every one of y'all made money exploiting your own people. If anybody watching this video don't believe me, go look at their careers. Look at the jokes they've made. It's been at the expense of black folk. Cosby didn't do it again at the expense of his people. When white men and women have been accused of these crimes, y'all been silent. White America say, hey, Hannibal, what do you think about Harvey Weinstein? You ain't said shit about him. You ain't said shit about Woody Allen. You ain't said shit about Fred Savage. You ain't said shit about Rob Lowe or anybody else, but you went after your own because you're a fucking coward. How I feel waiting to see them come out of the woodworks on an 81-year-old man. Hearsay. Not actual proof, hearsay. And so on tells you about saying they was afraid Bill Cosby's too powerful. What black man on this planet got that kind of juice to make a white woman be afraid to go down him out? I want to meet him. I really want to fucking meet him. Tell me your fucking secret. If Obama couldn't strike fear nobody and he was a fucking commander in chief, how is it a blind, half-blind, 81-year-old comic going to do that? Now they went after Cosby because of his legacy. Judd Apatow couldn't keep his mouth shut. Destroy his legacy. Destroy his legacy. Then you had Chelsea Handler come out the woodwork saying, accusing Cosby, a woman who went on TV and asked to fuck 50 Cent in front of a crowd. And then when she got the dick, she went and said, yeah, I fucked 50 Cent. But 10 years prior, she would never give a black man time of day because she aged in dog years. You had Melissa Milano come out the woodwork. Yeah, all these white women come out the woodwork. You had Kevin Frazier over Entertainment Tonight. Bill, you need to come clean. You need to tell us who's... You're talking to your elder. Now, at first, when I heard, way back when I first heard about Bill Cosby being accused, I said, he ain't that nice after all. But then when you read a little bit more, you said, wait a minute, why would this woman wait? Why would she do this and do that? You don't think a white prosecutor back then wasn't chumping that big if he said, I got Bill Cosby. I took another one of these niggas down, but the evidence wasn't there. Then comes Gloria Albright, her shtick. All she do is go her daughter fuck with black men. But when you knew Negroes, you simp-minded Negroes who, if you had and you talk about your father being in your life, you talk about your father and who he named you after, then your father must have been weak or he didn't tell you about your history. Even if I thought Bill Cosby was a rat, I wouldn't get in the mixed company and help destroy him. Now I know y'all gonna say, Harvey, would you saying that, well, if he committed a crime? No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I would have never went on television shows or went into comedy clubs with a predominantly white audience and said, he's a rapist without no proof. Now, if you get a thing where you talk about men being accused of sex crimes, then that means you just couldn't talk about Cosby. But you got men who actually got caught with their hand in the cookie jar. You ain't say shit about them. All his things were hearsay. You and Don Lemon gave a platform to a bunch of casting couch whores or women that Cosby might have been intimate with, the ability to say he raped. All them women, if you go listen to their stories, three of them said, well, I went back to him. Wait a minute, if he raped you, why would you go back to him? When do rape victims go back and willingly have sex? Most women would say, you know that comedian Bill Cosby, he raped me. They didn't go to no doctor. They didn't tell anybody anything. They all had the same fucking response. Don't that smack you as odd? You and your partner on that show over on Cartoon Network, one of my subs sent me a link saying his friend was talking shit about Farrakhan. And that little Harry motherfucker was talking shit. And I noticed that y'all badmouth black men. You come from a black man. What if your father was falsely accused of something, and what you did was give these women the ability to hide behind their sexual lies? When that half Japanese white cop Daniel Hoycroft was going to trial, the media would even cover it. Now I'm not a fan of Roland Martin, but Roland covered it. I covered it, and many other black male YouTubers was talking about it. They said, "Wait a minute, why ain't nobody talking about this? Since y'all worried about women being attacked, since y'all here champion calling Bill Cosby rapist, this guy patrolled the community. He assumed that every black woman was a whore, but he got to the wrong woman. And thank God that white female cop and them did investigate it. And I don't know what it is with a certain people not washing their clothes and shit. They felt semen stains on this cop. You don't do it. Why you masturbate in the squad car? That's I mean, come on. You mean to tell me you can't control your urges? Then they realized that there was a witness. One girl was with her boyfriend. The cop went on the porch of her home and took her off and took her to rape her. Not one white female in the media or in these women's groups got angry. And that Me Too movement, where were they at? Where were you at, Hannibal? Y'all didn't say shit. So it makes me wonder, did somebody pay you to do what you did to Bill Cosby? And more than likely, yes. Or you was one of those brothers, he criticized poor black folk. Look, I'm not going to say every black person is poor or struggling, but we all had to struggle at some point. When Bill Cosby was doing that lecture, at first I was offended, like, why he said, and then my friend said, Harvey, you said the same thing. And I said, yeah, you're right. He does make, and the only reason why I was offended because I didn't want that to get outside the community. I think that's what a lot of y'all are embarrassed about. That some people outside the community will hear that, but they already think that anyway. If we so embarrassed about the things that go in our community, why don't we try to change it? We can get out and protest police misconduct, but we can't get out and correct Pookie and Ray Ray and Riri bullshit. You care about women so much, right? I got a question. Why don't you donate money or call out the hypocrisy of the women's movement? You want equal rights, but at the same time you want to be baby. Like when I hear women talking about when you get a divorce, you should get half. If you truly want to be treated as a man, you carry your own way. But see, that's the hypocrisy. If you really gave a damn about people being treated right, when that brother Brian Banks was found to be innocent, you should have went out there. Why you tell those jokes about that black woman? Oh, you won't do that. You like some of these other brothers, y'all pander. Let me say this again. I hate you with a passion, Hannibal. And I know you're gonna say who the fuck I am and you don't give a fuck, but still, I gotta put it out there. You was blessed to get where you was at and you used it to destroy another black man. Look, I'm not saying defend wrong, but it was hearsay. Y'all, if they had physical evidence and video and years of document evidence about Cosby, and I said, yo, he got caught. But the same thing that y'all did to Cosby did to Michael Jackson. And now after Michael Jackson did, now people starting to say, well, the father was lying. It was proof that Michael Jackson didn't do what he did. The man's daughter just died this year. The man still mourning his son. His son was murdered, taken away from him. Cosby only his name would not carry on in a way that most men who have sons who are living can have children. Bill Cosby, his grandkids is his legacy. People, I mean, you had black folks on social media. Cosby, his fuckery. Cosby this. And I'm saying, y'all blame Cosby for everything, but y'all forget all the good that Mr. Cosby has did. He's a conservative. He's not conservative politically. He's a conservative socially. It's a difference. Most black folks are conservative socially, but we're open-minded liberal. Like I give you an example. I don't criticize a woman who get an abortion. So I know why it's being used and the reality of it. Now, if we go back when Margaret Sanger, whatever her name was back in the day, was pushing for blacks and abortion, yeah, then I would say, yeah, that was population control. Today it's totally different. Oh, I'm pro-choice. I'm a realist. Yeah, I got my opinions. Everybody's not going to agree with me, but I do look at it from all different angles. You gave white women and black women who could make poor decisions the ability to go out there and continue to make poor decisions. Those women were not victims. What it was is that they got long in the tooth. They saw open, you open it up for them. And the irony is, Matt Lawler and them interviewed the bitch the next day because they found out Matt Lawler was a predator. Les Moonves destroyed Janet Jackson's career. Have you said, let's tell some Les Moonves jokes? You, DL Hughley, y'all mad because Cosby didn't like y'all brand of humor or don't like the way y'all carry yourselves. And I'll be honest with you, I don't like the way y'all carry yourself. Y'all make mockery of your own people to get a laugh from white folk and others. And y'all criticizing Cosby as being a sellout. Cosby is promoting images of black people positive. What have y'all promoted? Seriously, what have you done that's gonna be a long lasting effect? They trying to rescind all the things, awards they gave to Bill Cosby, but they ain't never none of them people gave that money back. That's hypocrisy, my friend. You can look at this man and tell that this man is not in the greatest of health. It's funny how they have prosecute a black man. He can be frail, can be on his deathbed. But you had a white woman that lied and got a black child murdered, and they won't go after her. She lied to the court. She should arrest their ass right now. But I don't hear y'all, white women, white men saying, "Hey, we gotta get justice for Emmett Till." But you got white women who are well over the adult age. You knew better. They still fucked with a married man, and then they didn't say nothing. That's selfish. You mean to tell me if you thought that he's such a big bad man and you wanted to stop him from doing this to other women, you didn't say anything? Now all of a sudden, I felt my voice. Janet Dickinson was on Inside Edition talking about, I hope he goes to jail for the rest of his life. Oh, I can't stand him. But I guess everybody forgot about all the horn and all the things she done over the years, lying on men. But as soon as you get to Bill Cosby, automatic, it's the truth. Everybody believe him. You handpick Hollywood Negroes. Y'all are the death of our community. Y'all have no loyalty. Y'all have no understanding. Y'all don't know your history, or you do, you just don't care. At some point, they're gonna discard you, and you're gonna be on TV and talk about, yeah, man, I messed up. Ooh, I regret what I did. No, man, At some point, we in the black community are going to make y'all an example. If this man gets any jail time, I'm sitting like, wow. George Zimmerman kills a kid, no jail time. White cops on video shoot black folks down. Hispanic cops shoot black folks down. No jail time. But hearsay, this guy gets to go to jail on hearsay. I'm not a lawyer, but I saw what they was doing. I predicted all this shit that was going to happen. And I wish to God I've been wrong on this. But see, I know my history. Now, another reason why I want to address this to you is because I came across this comment. This M. Smith said, no one's trying to vilify black men. Many of you are sexual predators. Obviously, this is not a black person. That issue needs to be addressed, and if possible, corrected. Until then, the law and justice will continue to punish the offenders. Cosby is a pervert. He's getting his punishment. Let others learn. But Donald Trump and all these white guys, y'all seem to ignore. How many of y'all called out the white men and white women who voted, or white women from 54 to 6% that voted for Trump? There wasn't all Republicans now. How many of y'all called out the white women who was defending Bill Clinton doing that Mother Lewinsky thing? White men can disrespect their women, can rape, attack, beat, and murder their women, and they still loyal to them. Look what they was going to vote that molester. They were supporting that molester back during that election last winter. They was defending him. But since Obama got in office, black men building the attack. Look what they did to Ray Rice. That Monday, when that news broke about Ray Rice missing, I said he'll never play in the NFL again. I remember doing a commentary about it. And people said, yeah, he'll play again. People said, damn, you called it. I said, nah, because TMZ and the fought too hard to get the video. And the women on ESPN would have full, they say whatever they want. But what did ESPN do? They suspended Stephen A. Smith. The one time that we in the black community ever agreed with Stephen A. Smith, they suspended him. Hell, Whoopi Goldberg tried to defend Bill Cosby. John Oliver over at HBO and Bill Martin got on so bad she was crying. She flipped on Cosby. Raven-Symoné, who he hired, she do shade at Cosby. Jimmy Walker, who hate Cosby guts because people used to refer to Good Times all the time before Cosby come along. Yeah, because of Bill Cosby, we ain't gonna see a poor black family. Why would you want to see a poor black family on TV? We in the black community, we get mad at the wrong people. When Jesse Jackson went down to Ferguson, y'all was booing him, but it was the black politicians that told us to stand down or don't talk about this and talk about that. Y'all celebrating Barack Obama. Barack Obama didn't do shit for us when he was office aides, but lecture us, especially black men. But you go after this guy? What, did Bill Cosby do something to y'all personally? Did y'all go to Mr. Cosby and try to get an autograph and he didn't give it to you? Look how Julie Chen, all these women told Mrs. Cosby to leave her husband. But Julie Chen said, I'm standing by my man. And she said, I'm Julie Chen Moonves. All of a sudden, the Me Too movement, everybody started to challenge it and correct it. The women was leading charge, found out that they are predators and liars. But y'all want to make Cosby, and we haven't learned. They always do this to black men. Make the black man the face of it. Make him the face of it. Blame him for it. And then you get some of these black men and women who got daddy issues regurgitate these talking points. Hannibal, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, brother. You ought to be ashamed of what you've done. You sat back and you participated in white supremacy. You have aided just take one. If you didn't like Bill Cosby, you just didn't like him. But nah, you had to go bring up a story that happened years ago. And that's odd that it happened in 2003, 2004, 2014, 15. You bringing it up. Why? Because it was Bill Cosby's turn to go to get his throat cut. They got Michael. Michael dead. Then he would, and you know all the well-known black men they've gone through. They've been trying to get Will Smith and Jay-Z, but they're working on it. Don't believe me. They're working on it. If they can get Denzel faster on Denzel, they will. They want to get Spike Lee bad. You see how they've been making fun of Michael Jordan, all the memes and stuff, but they loved them Michael Jordan back in the day. Michael could do no wrong. I want to be like Mike. But when they found out Mike's true personality, like those of us in Chicago know his true personality, now they can't stand him. Look at Tom Brokaw. Have you called out the hypocrisy of NBC? How fast and Whiteman came out and defended Tom Brokaw? We know Tom wouldn't do that. But when black folks said Bill Cosby would do that, people said, we don't believe you niggers. We believe these white women. Even though half of them are sluts and Catholic couchos, we believe them. Beverly Johnson came out to give aid and give cover to the white women. She was hawking a book. She disappeared. Why she ain't said nothing? Then she tried to make it like, and what they did was, the Beverly Johnson and them used to talk. Used to talk a point that them black women who worked on the Cosby Show picked up on. Well, reason why we didn't want to say nothing because in the black community, and Bill Cosby's a black man, and I knew it. I knew right then and there that there was a setup. When you start saying that in front of mixed company, what you're doing, trying to tell the mixed company, I reluctantly didn't want to come out and hurt this black man, but I felt it was my duty to say something. Really? How many white dicks do you think that Beverly Johnson took in the ass on her mouth? Beverly Johnson, just like Janet Dixon, had a history of lying. Tom Arnold came to my Twitter account trying to tell me, well, Beverly Johnson's a black woman. I'm like, y'all don't understand. I know our women like we do. No black woman is going to sit and wait 20, 30 years and say, oh, by the by, he raped me. She going to go tell her daddy. She going to tell her brother or uncle or best friend, that motherfucker tried to rape me. But notice the black woman never said rape. They said he drugged me. Really? A Quaalude knocked you out like that? Really? And then you willingly took shit. You ingested it. It's not like you say, open your mouth and take this blue pill. Come on. Hannibal, you did this. And not just with Bill Cosby. You opened a whole can of worms for a lot of black men in this country. And I'm telling you, brother, when your day comes, when you get it, you may not remember this. You may not say, this is my karma. You may sit there and be innocent of something. But I hope to God, when you do, and I'm here to see it, I'm going to be laughing my ass. I'm like, you got to go down, brother. You, D.L. Hughley, and any of these black men that got here and threw Cosby on the bus, y'all should be, I ain't going to say it. I like to keep my video up on YouTube. You just put it like this, y'all traitors to the community. See, we can talk about white women lying on us all day, but ultimately, y'all gave them the ability to do it. You know the women, y'all know them, he didn't rape those women. Their stories don't add up. They're not consistent. Since when have white women been afraid to go tell that somebody insulted them in this country? Think about all the cases where white women have accused black males of bogus crimes. Look at Susan Smith. She killed her 2 boys. But who did she blame? A black man. And America believed it. That night when she got on TV crying, everybody in Black America knew she was faking. I'll never forget watching NBC that night when Tom Brokaw, Susan Smith and her husband, this is her first interview. I just want my kids back. We knew it. Well, that white guy in Boston killed this pregnant wife and said, this black guy tried to rob me and my wife. We like, in Boston of all places? I don't even live in Boston, no Boston reputation, especially in the 1980s. When they found out that his brother helped him do it, the guy jumped off, committed suicide, jumped off the bridge. Nobody never brings that up. We can talk about O.J. Simpson all day, but y'all glossed over Rodney King being beat on video. We ain't seen that queer producer Ryan Murphy make a movie about that. They ain't gonna do it. But we'll talk about O.J. Simpson all day, like he's the only guy that got away or may have killed his wife. You black comics in Hollywood, yeah, O.J. did it. But 20 years ago, y'all was probably in the people clapping. They punk us out left and right. And I'm going to tell y'all, Hollywood know who to get. Every last one of you Negroes are bought in Hollywood. If you ain't telling the joke, you playing the gay best friend. If you ain't the gay best friend, you're the game banger. If you ain't the game banger, you the elderly black man. They put makeup on and go in and play, yes, well, sonny. and y'all like it. When Monique went out there, y'all threw Monique under the bus. Y'all attacked her husband for standing by his woman. Y'all excused Lee Daniels and Tyler Perry coonery. Russell Simmons partnered up with a white dude and donated money to a white university. But now he's struck a black Cosby like Bill Cosby. But y'all never call out, I mean, not Russell Simmons, Dr. Dre, excuse me. I mean, I want y'all to think about this for a second. The black men and black women, but black men in Hollywood who coon and buffoon, y'all don't say nothing. Y'all praise them. But the brother actually give a damn about the community. See, that's how white supremacy has affected y'all, and you don't realize it until you get an old age and you want to do something. People ain't gonna follow you then. But Hannibal, I'm telling you, brother, you are mud. You are dead to a lot of black folk. You better hope white folk love you. You better hope they keep giving you bit parts in movies. You better hope that you don't get accused of something. And because remember, you was getting in trouble with DUIs and they booed you out of the college when you came back home. They tell you, nigga, you did your job. Now go somewhere and sit down. I can't stand a black person who's a traitor in the community. I despise you. I would go as far as put you in the level of in that group category. I say I hate. Like I hate racist white people. I hate opportunistic people of color, but I hate black men and black women who sell their people out. Bill Cosby didn't tell no jokes about y'all. Bill Cosby go publicly and throw y'all on the bus. Bill Cosby said he wasn't a fan of D.L. Hughley's humor. How many times did D.L. Hughley call black men niggas but then turn around and demand respect? How you get respect if you call another black man a nigga? Wendy Williams telling black women to trick their husbands into getting them pregnant, trying to take care of kids you can't afford. What kind of woman is that? Bill Cosby gave people who would have been struggling. He gave Joseph Phillips a chance to be on TV. Raymond Simone, Evan Alexander, Jennifer Lewis, David Allen Greer. Because go back and watch the Cosby Show, different world. There's a lot of blacks that we know now. It was on Cosby. Hell, even gave Adam Sandler a shot. Ask yourself what those white women are doing now and some of those black women crawled out. A lot of them were prostitutes. Cosby wasn't going to get caught no prostitute. Excuse me. Those two black women that worked on Cosby rocking the fro. As soon as Cosby found guilty, they took the froze off, they disappeared. But where are they at when black women are being raped and being misjudged? When those sisters had a lawsuit against CNN and Fox, where were the women's movement? Where was all these groups at? They was nowhere to be found. When black mothers were crying for justice for their children, where were all these people at? They was nowhere to be found. But you coon and buck tooth, big little motherfucker, you. Woohoo! Every time I think about you went out here and destroyed another man. Look, I can see if Cosby had a history and it was documented. But these women took advantage of a slow news cycle. And the men that was out reporting, they got busted. But karma came back on them, but they not in jail. Out of all these people, Cosby's going to be one to go to jail. They yelling to go to jail. Donald Trump said, grab him out of pussy, and 50, 40, 60% still voted him in office. But Cosby is the ones taking the hit. They bring up R. Kelly shit that black folks been yelling about since 1993, 94. I'm telling you, they try to criminalize us even existing. And when another brother participates in that, you know that we got too many battles, fight too many damn battles. Look at Dr. Umar Johnson. He was talking to the people, the community, loved the community, panning to black women. Who cut his throat? A black female. They shitting on Umar Johnson was mud. And I kept telling him, I said, y'all attacking Umar. Y'all just disrespecting him. I said, y'all don't see what's going on. Y'all don't see who's behind it. When Umar went on Roland's show and Roland and them came in, I said, now y'all see what I'm talking about? He said, y'all see it now. I said, there's a certain group of black folk don't want black folk to take up for our community or try to better our community. We're not saying take anything from anybody else. I literally cry, man, when I turn on the news and hear about a brother on the west side or south side have been shot, or a sister or a senior citizen or a baby or a young boy, a young girl, because somebody in the community didn't give a damn, or people coming outside the community using us as target practice. Right now, we got a trial going on where this cop, like he might get off from killing that kid. He shot that kid 16 times, and they're going to say he was in fear of his life. Come on, I'll give you 1 or 2 shots. I was in the fucking military and we couldn't pull that shit off. You get court-martialed so fat, but see, Black Lives, that's why that sister was smart. That gay sister was smart enough to say, let me come up with a slogan, Black Lives Matter. And the only reason why she did that because the gay community played the black gay community, and now they trying to run back and let's co-op, let's get together. Y'all think that we don't know y'all little tricks, but I say this again to you and to any other black person: y'all karma is coming. If you don't want to be around your own people, then you go be around others. But once they get tired of you and dog you out and destroy you, don't come calling us. That's one thing I gotta give Tiger Woods. No matter how much white folks and clapped on it and sold him, he ain't ran back to the black community because he don't want to be seen as black. Tamara, her husband insults her all the time. Her husband disrespect the black community, but she loyal to his ass. She had the audacity to get mad at the black community, but it was the black community that made her and her sister, her brother, comfortable. See, we got to start understanding who our friends are and who the opportunists and users in the community. Because we keep talking about the white man and white woman. Black folks should know their game by now if they racist. And let me clarify that. But see, we see a brother like, hey man, I'm down with you. I'm about my people. Anybody can say that shit. It's proof in the pudding, as they say. See, I've been consistent in my videos on YouTube. I don't want to see my people suffer. I don't want to see my people constantly be lied to, manipulated. It bothers me because I know that I can control the world. But if I'm here, if I can aid and try to get some of my people to see that you stop believing the most negative images of oneself, then I've done my job. You were blessed to be able to get a job and get in front of people and have a certain amount of income, but you use it to help destroy another black man. And then for a while you try to hide like you had nothing to do with it. When you heard Judd Apatow and them start talking shit about Cosby, you could easily say, hey Judd, hey, I did a joke, but you're going too far. You didn't even do that. Oh, that's right. Judd was defending and praising you. So you've been bought. You one of them Negroes that was on a plantation and everybody said, let's go run them free. Okay, we gonna go run free. Boss, at this time, them niggas over there trying to get free, boss. That's what you want. God knows I'm not perfect, but I would never destroy another black person just to get a cheap laugh or get more money in my pocket. I mean, I had the opportunity too. I could have easily done it. But I'm like, why would I want to hurt somebody else just to get? Because no, I believe in karma. Our people have gone through too much for me to be adding to more drama. I can look at myself in the mirror knowing that I have destroyed another black man or black woman or black child. And maybe I'm naive. Maybe I live in a fantasy land. Maybe I actually believe in a dream. This is why I respect Brother Malcolm and Minister Farrakhan and Leo Muhammad and those brothers that keep it real. And the Dr. King that they sold on y'all, that's the Dr. King that black people ain't respecting. But if you go listen to Dr. King wasn't that far from Malcolm. As he got older and realized that, hey, we can't negotiate with these people. They always got their fangs and knives and stuff out at us. But Dr. King still realized there was people within the movement who was self-sabotaging. That's what happened. That's what destroyed the Black Panther Party. You know, different than that dude that sold out Fred Hampton, another Chicago area dude, for $400. $400. Yeah, I know 1960s America, that was a lot of money, but still, it was no money. Fred Hampton Jr. grew up without his father. His mother grew up went on an age without her mate. You ain't no different than that dude that sold the Panthers out. You no different than the dudes that betrayed the community. Master, they trying to run away. You ain't no different than them black men that went out there and say, why we want to go? Why we want to be here? Why don't we stay here? We got it good here, boss. I know people think those exaggerations, but those type of brothers and sisters do exist. We see them every day. We go to school. We see them at work. Hell, some of us even dated or married to some of them. I have serious hate for you, Hannibal, because you sat there and you destroyed a black man's reputation, and you sat there and you partnered with the people that did it. Judd Apatow went on a tear. Bill Maher, I'm like, why they hate Cosby? Bill Maher, I never liked Bill Cosby. What did Bill Cosby do to y'all so personal? Oh, he was rich. I pray to God, whether I'm here or not, that those who are racist and those who are opportunists like you get yours in the end. And I hope y'all miserable when it happens to you. I pray to God just deem that I'm gonna make this person's life miserable. Y'all have done so much damage to our people. It's hard for me and other brothers tell young black men to hang in there and do the right thing, but they constantly getting browbeat. But then to come to find that you got other black men aiding in it. This is why women don't look at us with a great deal of respect. Some of them, like the black man, he become wimpish, impotent. But see, sisters, other brothers ain't like this. Did I have my disagreements with some of the things Mr. Cosby said over the years? Yes, but for the most part, I know where his heart is at. I never sat down and broke bread with Mr. Cosby, but I wish or these other men have preceded us in there. I wish I could have. I wish a science fiction, science reality was I could go back and sit down and have a talk with Malcolm and really get to know him and say why do you constantly get up and put yourself out there like that for our people? Because some of our people don't seem appreciative. Yeah, there were black folks in the back when Malcolm and Martin were alive couldn't stand Martin and Malcolm, but after they died, all of a sudden you want to romanticize them. You shouldn't do that. Because there's going to come a day when Mr. Cosby's not here. And somewhere down the line, somebody's going to try to romanticize or they're going to do a book. And it's going to come out that these women have lied. And then they're going to look at Hannibal and say, Hannibal Buress is the one that destroyed that man's legacy. And you did. And now you notice if you look at some of the articles dropping your name again, they want to remind everybody if anything happened to Bill Cosby, it was Hannibal Buress. Hannibal, you're no good, man. You're no good. You know different than Bill O'Reilly and them, or Sean Hannity and them. You're opportunist. You want to cause a stir, and then now you're trying to play like, well, I didn't expect all that to happen. Actually, just question again, why did you go that with Bill Cosby anyway? Why would you tell that kind of joke about that? God, I have mercy on you, man. Nah, fuck that. I hope he has no mercy on you.